Thanks very much, Tash. Time now for entertainment, and of course, we call on Devo Brown. This is a tough story, Devo. This news hit a lot of people very hard yesterday, talking about Liam Payne.
Yeah, it changed my entire evening. I had a whole bunch of things going on, and we just all stopped our entertainment team and we're messaging each other. At the age of 31, Liam Payne has passed away, former member of One Direction, original founding member of One Direction. He'll give you the details here, which are, there's not a ton. But he died after falling 3 stories. He was staying on the 3rd floor of a hotel in Buenos Aires in Argentina, the Casa Sur Palermo, hotel there. Circumstances still unclear whether it was accidental or not. Police said they went to the hotel yesterday after receiving a 911 call from the staff there about an aggressive man who was possibly under the influence of drugs or alcohol. So the manager said a guest was overwhelmed with drugs and alcohol, and the staff didn't know if the guest's life is at risk. They didn't have an opportunity to get into his room. And there's a local affiliate of CNN saying that, quote, they released the transcript of the call, saying, "We have a guest who's overwhelmed with drugs and alcohol," the hotel manager said. "He breaks things up. He is tearing the whole room apart." And the staff could not get into the room. So we're not sure what's going on.
There,
there's something happening.
For sure,
right?
Yeah.
Whether, you know, again, whether drugs and alcohol are involved, that's what the staff there are saying. We're not going to allege anything beyond that. We know he's had those issues in the past. He has acknowledged those issues in the past.
Spoken of them, yeah.
He was in Argentina with his girlfriend, Katie, earlier for about 2.5 weeks, actually, together. She left a few days ago. And then he came to a different hotel, not sure why he was at this location as opposed to where they were originally. So there are some conversations going on with that. He's had a little bit of legal trouble as of recent with an ex-fiancée, Maya Henry. There's been a cease and desist order. She's accused him of obsessive behavior, and this was just a few weeks ago.
Very recently.
Very recent.
I mean, that might have been some of the most recent videos people have seen about him.
Yeah, so look, there's a lot going on. He struggled after the end of the group there in 2015, and fans of 1D, and I'm a huge fan of these guys. You know, we've gotten a chance to speak with a few of the fellas from the band, and I know you are as well, and it's just sad to see this. You know, I was having conversations with friends either way of what goes on here, but with stardom, and then when it just ends, and there's so much that you're still chasing, and it's so hard. And he started this when he was 16, you know, and you hit this instant thing. One of the biggest, look, besides BTS, let's say, this is the biggest boy band of all time.
Yeah, huge
And
numbers.
so,
yeah, you're right. I've spoken to many of them individually as they've endeavored in their solo careers. Never been able to speak to them as a unit. But you know, there's a lot of love between those guys. Obviously, they have a lot of history. So of course, we haven't heard from any of the other members as of yet. So I'm sure we'll hopefully be hearing some of that. And it really goes to show. I mean, you never really know what someone is going through. And success and fame doesn't preclude you from these issues. I mean, people are dealing with this all the time. And it's just so sad, 31 years old. I mean, that really hit me hard yesterday when that news came out. And I know, you're all feeling the same way.
Yeah, and I watched a couple of things yesterday with different subject matter that kind of related to what was happening here. And so I understand that feeling as well. And just for people that saw his social media, there's a video of him and his girlfriend that came out about an hour before we got the news of his passing. That was an older video that might have been scheduled.
Oh, okay. That's Snapchat? Okay, that
wasn't that day.
Okay.
Because she had already left Argentina a couple of days earlier. So just people are like, oh, he just did that, and then this just happened. So what, did something happen between the two of them? We don't know.
Well, this is the time where everyone tries to make it make sense. You know what I mean? There's a curiosity. There's an insatiable need for detail.
Yeah.
And there's a part of it that is humans. We just got to step back, have some sadness for what's going on, and give a lot of love and prayer to his friends and family.
And that's what you want. Like, have some respect. And I say that to other outlets, not here in Canada, but the ones that like to report things quickly. There were photos of him that were put out, and then people were like, that's disgusting and gross, what are you doing? and then they were taken down. So just keep that in mind, man. It's
We live in
somebody's
an interesting
kid.
time,
It's
Devo.
somebody's family member, and someone cares about that person. So keep that in mind when you're looking up those things or seeing these things or reporting on these things as well.
Yeah, tough news yesterday, and but thank you for bringing that story to us this morning, Devo. Lots more on the way this morning on Breakfast Television. We're glad that you're with us. It's 6:56. Good morning.